This is Anita from Reluctant Low Carb Life. One of the things about, if you've been listening to me, is about we believe in the trifecta of health, which basically is freshness, fitness, and fullness. And today I want to talk a little bit about the fitness. I want to talk specifically about an exercise that some of you may know about, others may not. Some of you may like it, others may hate it. But I want to, first of all, talk about it and some of the benefits of it, and that is Nordic Walking. Nordic Walking is basically where you're walking with the two sticks. And it's quite interesting when I go out and Nordic walk, a lot of people think you're walking with the sticks because maybe you can't walk right. That's not true. There are a lot of benefits to Nordic Walking and walking with sticks versus regular walking. There are many muscle groups that you use. In fact, there are 11 muscle groups which are used when you are Nordic Walking that you will not use with just regular walking. The reason is because the movement of Nordic Walking and walking with the sticks uses both your upper and lower body. So it works with your shoulder and your neck muscles are being used with the movement of you moving your arms. Your tricep muscles are being used. Your upper and lower back muscles are being used, and your glute or butt muscles are also being used at the same time. Your hamstring, your calf muscles, your ankle stabilizer muscles, the quadricep muscle groups, abdominal muscles are being used, your forearm muscles, and your chest muscles. So if you look through, all of those 11 muscles are being used with Nordic Walking. And yes, when you're doing regular walking, yes, and you're just walking down the street, you can also be able to, use many of the same muscles, especially the lower muscles. But what makes Nordic Walking such a great exercise, and one reason why we like Nordic Walking instead of just regular walking, is the fact by adding the Nordic Walking sticks, you can be able to not only burn more calories, but you can also use more muscles and get a full body workout. That is one of the great things about Nordic Walking. I'd like to just talk a minute about Nordic Walking and the United States, because that's kind of like where I'm from. Where, in the United States, it is not popular yet, but in many parts of Europe and even in Japan, Nordic Walking is actually quite popular because they understand the benefits of Nordic Walking. Nordic Walking started in Finland so that the cross-country skiers could be able to find a way to remain fit on the off-season. If anyone has cross-country skied, which I have, you will know that one thing about cross-country skiing is that cross-country skiing is a bit like an exercise like swimming, where you're using a lot of your muscles. That's what makes it such a great exercise. And that is why Nordic Walking is also such a great exercise, because Nordic Walking uses so many of your different type of muscle groups as you are walking just by adding the sticks. I'm such an advocate of this because I wish more people understood this. But not only that is, as we're getting into the winter season in many parts of the world, I just find for me having those sticks, it adds more stability to my overall walking itself. You just need to slip on an ice and there, poof, you go down, and that could, put you in bed or, have problems for the entire winter time. That's why I really like, walking with the sticks, especially in the winter time, because it can help you to be able to gain more stability through your walking or walking with the Nordic Walking sticks. It's a great way to be able to, get out in the winter, even if there's ice and cold and a little bit of slipping. If you have those sticks, then you will not feel so much like you're going to slip or fall on the ice itself, because the sticks, you'll feel like you're not going to slip or fall so much on the ice, as the sticks can help to give you stability. So there are a lot of benefits, especially as we're getting into the colder weather, for you to consider taking up Nordic Walking as one of your forms of exercise, especially if you're going out walking every single day. If you'd like to be able to find more about Nordic Walking and see more about the muscle groups and learn more about why all these different muscle groups that Nordic Walking can help you with, we have a cute little chart of somebody Nordic Walking, and it shows all the different muscle groups. Please check out our blog, which is called Nordic Walking Muscles Used, 11 Nordic Walking Muscle Groups. Thank you so much for listening and being part of our podcast. We really do appreciate you. And we wish you well in your journey of becoming healthier through the trifecta of health, which is freshness, eating fresh foods, fitness, finding some fitness that you enjoy doing, and by fullness, by eating foods that help you to remain full. We'd like to thank our technical team who put this together, specifically Rico. Thank you for making this podcast possible.